Good morning. This is the Agribusiness Report. I'm David Geiger. When a crop is wiped out because of the weather, it's important to get something you want back on the fields, because bare dirt in summer lets anything grow. I visited a farmer in Carlisle who had to replant beans for that reason.
We've had an awesome August and July for growing late planted beans, with pretty consistent rainfall. Even through September, we've had real nice consistent rainfall, and it's, late rains that make late soybeans.
Goodhue is in a field that a couple months ago was drowned out by flooding from the Des Moines River. After the water had receded, his family had to get back out and replant nearly 700 acres of short-season beans.
The original planted beans that were flooded, the ones that made it, just barely made it, and so their yield was significantly impacted by that flood or that water damage.
The ones that made it are about ready for harvest. The replanted beans, not so much. But Goodhue says getting a crop back on the field is very important.
Excellent weed suppressant, your least expensive weed control, and with the issues we have with Roundup tolerance and water hemp, it's real big to suppress them. And then anytime you can have something growing, any roots, that adds to your organic matter.
There are other benefits. The replanted crop soaks up extra nutrients and prevents wind erosion, but stopping weeds prevents later headaches.
You can see there's a couple water hemp behind us that kind of came through in some of the bare places, and they'll make seed, tremendous amount of seed. And so if you would have had a solid stand in the whole 160 acres, you'd have trouble with that for years.
All the replanted beans were seeded after the 11th of July, and Goodhue says it was unlikely they would get many bushels. However, he says if the weather stays above freezing for the first weeks of October, yields could be much better than expected. Goodhue says they're starting harvest on all the normal corn and beans. The replanted beans they hope to get to in early November.